Hey guys, Toxic here with some Bile and Blood campaign. With me, like always, in the Bile and Blood campaign is Seb. Today we have mission 5A. This is the, I guess, final kind of big battle in the series of the Bile and Blood campaign. We have the fermentors trying to push through the Space Wolf line to flee off planet. Seb.
Yeah, this is the big one. It's the big push. We've got fermentors escaping. They tried to take Theoria, start their own empire, or at least take a planet, and failed miserably. So this is all about them getting as many through the Space Wolves line back onto the ships to see basically what kind of sized force the fermentors remain after this failed endeavor.
Yep. So today we don't really have a mission. It's really mostly just kind of fluff based and to see where the fermenters are going to be at in coming campaigns. So it's just fermenters are trying to get off the board edge. So it's pretty simple. So Seb, do you want to go over your list?
Yeah, so 2 land raiders with 5-man Terminator squads in there. The top one is got the champion is the warlord. I've got 2 5-man squads of 5 spawn squads of spawns, all the Mark of Nurgle. Everything that can has got the Mark of Nurgle. 2 of your standard multi-motor power fist Hellbrutes, 10 Nurgle bikes for extra added toughness of goodness, 1 melter gun in there, and 1 combi melter and power axe on the champion. And we've got 2 15-man squads of Raptors, deep striking, and 2 Helldrakes, hopefully coming in and burning some stuff on later.
Yep. Space Wolf side, we have 2 Vindicators, 2 squads of 5-man power, 2 squads of 5-man Thunderhammer, Storm Shield. There we go. We have some Blood Claws with Sven Storm Slayer and a Wolf Priest and a Land Raider Crusader. 2 squads of 10-man Grey Hunters with Plasma, Agnar the Red on the quad gun. We have 2. Well, he's actually with that squad of Grey Hunters, but manning the quad gun. And then 2 las cannon autocannon Predators. And then we have 2 Stormfang gunships coming in from reserves. So Chaos has turn 1. Space Wolves did not steal. So we'll be back at the halfway through turn 1. So at the end of Chaos turn 1. Okay, end of Chaos turn 1. Seb.
So everything basically moved up. We have the bikes on the right, all the way across to the Land Raider on the left there. The bikes opened up on the Terminators, getting a couple of hits on, but not actually ruining anything. Before the Hellbrute at the bottom managed to pop the Stormbolter on one of the Vindicators. Both spawn squads managed to run forward, but not particularly far, so they're maybe a little bit reticent to get into combat. And the 2 Land Raiders both angled and got themselves firing, opening up on Sven's Land Raider. Because I've got to mention this at the beginning, as much as we want to just push through, the Fermenters are pissed at how many of their characters and heroes have been taken down, so they are kind of desperate to take down one of the named heroic characters with the Space Force as well. So that's a kind of secondary objective. But as we said, this is all just fluff. This is just seeing what happens to the Fermenters.
Yep. So now we're going up to Space Wolves turn 1. Back at the end of turn 1. Okay, end of Space Wolves turn 1. The Demolisher cannons on the Vindicators destroyed some bikers. Predator took a hull point off a Hellbrute. This Land Raider took a hull point off this Land Raider. It was the multi-melter, so a little disappointed that it didn't do more. And then some pot shots into the spawn managed to take out 1 wound. And that's about it. So Chaos still looking strong. The Fermenters still pushing into the Space Wolves lines. They do have possibly reserves coming up this turn. So we're gonna be back at the end of Chaos turn 2. Okay, end of Chaos turn 2. Seb.
So we had some exciting stuff. We had the Helldrakes both come in, which was great. Although the one in the middle there got intercepted and had its Baleflamer, its mouth basically, bottom of its jaw shot off. So it's just coughing and sputtering and doing not very much. The Raptors came in, but got completely blown off course, and but they were supposed to be coming behind the quad gun and the guys all the way in the far right here, but they got blown thinking they had jetpacks, smashing into these ruins all the way at the back, which was sad times. Spawns moved up some more. They wanted to get involved. Oh, the spawns just should have assaulted, but the spawns forgot to assault. Oh no, they failed to assault. That's
Yeah, they failed. Yeah.
Failed their charge. The bikes did assault, and they got mulched by Terminators that refused to die, refused to fail saves.
Although you did forget your fleet, which could have changed it, I guess.
I
I
did
just
forget my
realised that.
fleet.
Yeah.
Spawns don't always remember what they need. We had the Hellbrute come in, try to blast some stuff, didn't really do anything. The posturing of the Land Raiders continued without much happening, and the Hellbrute also got involved in that without much happening. So all in all, and one of the Helldrake still has a Baleflamer. Tried to toast the Terminators as well, but the Terminators refused to fail anything.
Yep. So Space Wolves turn 2 coming up. Okay, end of Space Wolves turn 2. We had, already forgot what happened, but we had some assaults. The Hellbrute here got taken down by the Terminators. He did kill one though. The Spawn killed one Terminator, and they lost one guy. We did some shooting over here. These spawn up the very top. Took a couple of wounds. The Hellbrute up here by the Land Raider is immobilized. And that's about it. Just a little bit of back and forth shooting. Couple of deaths.
Another hit on the Helldrake.
Oh yeah, this the Stormfang gunship, proxied by this Storm Raven, took out the Helldrake's weapon here. So those 2 Helldrakes, 0 Baleflamers. So Chaos turn 3 coming up. End of Chaos turn 3, Seb.
So Helldrakes came on. They carried on flying forward. The bottom one, Vector striking the bottom Predator, getting a whole point on it, shaking crew, I believe. And then the middle one, another Gummy, Helldrake managed to Vector strike the other Predator, shaking them up, but actually getting itself off the board. So we have one member of the Fermentors Horde is safe, and that's at the moment the entirety of the Fermentors are a Plague Drake without a Baleflame. What a force they are.
Yep.
Raptors ran. Basically, they're running headlong into this Vindicator, so they're not going to be long for this world, I don't think. The Land Raiders and Hellbrute continue to try and put some punishment on the other Land Raider, but not doing quite so well. They need to do more. Melter just fails to do the microwaving thing it should be. And the spawns in close combat with the Terminators managed to get a nice amount of attacks in, but still they're scratching against the Terminator armor and getting nowhere. And they lost another one of their number and took a wound. So it's not looking good for the pushing through. Oh, the other squad of spawns also just keeps creeping through the ruins. I want them to eat those. The bug claws up the top here. The Grey Hunters up the top. Yeah, I want them to eat those Grey Hunters, but they refuse.
Yeah.
So that's where we are.
Okay, so we got Space Wolf turn 3 coming up. End of Space Wolf's turn 3. The Demolishers took a huge chunk of the Raptors. The Space Wolves took down 2 more spawn. The Terminators took down 2 more spawn. The Flyer changed its position. Tried to take down both the Land Raiders. Managed to do a hull point on some and nothing to the other one. The Land Raider in the middle backed away and didn't do too much. And Agnar the Red on the old quad gun managed to take out the Helldrake that was about to flee. But that was about it. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
The Raptors getting smushed, did you say?
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, apart from that, we're going on to turn 4 Chaos. Okay, end of Chaos, turn 4, Seb.
Oh, things aren't looking good. We had the raptors at the back start to move up, not really do very much. We had more raptors come in, try to do the same maneuver as before, sneak in behind Agnar the Red and the quad gun, but instead they all landed in front of it, and a few of them got tangled up on the barbed wire, but they seemed to shake it off okay.
If you can't see, there is barbed wire in front of the defense line.
But it's completely covered by raptors at the moment. The land raiders tried to move forward a bit more, coming through the ruins. We did manage to pop the enemy land raider, exposing Sven and his guys, which seemed exciting. But then the spawns got overexcited and charged in, only to get mulched on the counterattack. That was before the remaining spawn in the middle with fighting the Warguard Terminators took down one more before he got hammered into the floor. I think that's everything we had there. More raptors, of course, and spawns dying for the cause.
Yep, so what we have left is some raptors, 2 land raiders left, and there is terminators inside those land raiders.
And I just want to put out there that there have been many times when it would be much more sensible and competitive to get the Terminators out and have them attacking as well. But as much as I'm scared, but as much as I'm trying to push forward as well, they're riding along. They're in there for transport, and they're not really supposed to be getting out unless they have to.
Their whole army getting wiped out they may have to soon. We'll see.
Yeah, but I don't want them to get out unless the land raider blows up, to be honest, or gets immobilized. But yeah, sad times for the Mentors going into Space Wolves turn 4.
Yep, Space Wolves turn 4 coming up. End of Space Wolves turn 2. We had the Terminators come up here and take out 4 of the Terminators that got that came out of the Land Raider as it got shot down or blown up by the Stormfang gunship. The lone survivor from the second squad of Terminators issued a challenge but was slain by the chain fist wielding Terminator champion. The Vindicator absolutely demolished. See what I did there? They're the remaining Raptors. And this Stormfang gunship that came on from reserve destroyed the other Land Raider. So not looking good for the Fermentors as they try to flee the planet. So far they only have a very crippled Helldrake that's retreated.
It's pregnant with lots of different things inside it. That's the fluff's going to be. But was it turn 2 or was that turn 4?
This is turn 4.
Yeah, you said turn 2.
I thought I said turn 4, but whatever. Thanks for pointing it out, Seb. Asshole.
Just helping. Gonna get my victories where I can.
Okay, so Chaos turn 5. Or 3, if you want to call it turn 3. Okay, no, but seriously, Chaos turn 5. Okay, end of Chaos turn 5. The Raptor and the Terminator champion ran back. These Terminators attempted to assault the Bloodclaws on top of the wrecked Land Raider and failed their charge. Anything else?
Sad times. Nope. I think that is everything.
Okay, so we'll go on to Space Wolves turn 5, possibly last turn. We'll see what happens. End of Space Wolf turn 5. The Terminators up in the ruins there got taken out. The champion though, he was staying there and was getting shot with plasma, las cannon, melter, survived it all, and then died to mass bolter fire. This guy was running, and then the Space Wolves decided to charge, which made it actually easier for him to regroup. And this guy is still probably going to fall off the board, but we'll see what happens. So it's all down to probably this last Chaos Champion and Terminator armor. Is he the Warlord, or is the other one the Warlord?
He should be the Warlord. He was the Warlord
in the middle Land Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fitting. This last final desperate stand.
Oh, no, the top guy was the Warlord, sorry.
Oh, well,
yeah.
fuck him, he's already dead.
Yeah, Warlord's gone.
Okay, so turn 6, Chaos coming up. Okay, end of Chaos, turn 6. Seb, you want to kind of wrap things up a little bit here?
Yeah, and wrap things up. So we wrapped up with the Raptors. The Raptor champion. He ran off the board screaming. So, all in all, the Raptors did an incredible job smashing into buildings and getting mulched. And then my last remaining Terminator champion, he fired. Did he take out one of the Terminators with his shot? No, he saved it, I think. And then he got into close combat, challenged the champion there, and did a wound, but glanced off his storm shield and was cut down for his troubles. So, for those of you keeping watch on what models are on the board, that is a complete and total board wipe for the Space Wolves, for the Fermentors, wiped out with only a Helldrake left. And
like
I worked out the...
like a Helldrake with 1 wound and no Bale Flamer?
Yeah, which is basically the points for a sorcerer and one squad of marines, which is kind of what the fermentors consist of right now.
That's all it takes for them to repopulate, though.
Yeah, this is true.
But that's not it. We still have mission 5B, which is going to be forget his name again, Tanglefoot.
Yeah, Ribald Tanglefoot.
Ribald
yes.
Tanglefoot and his demon army surging out of the warp rift that he's now managed to control and harness into a gate for him to come back onto Theoria and lead a demon army into Hive Hastus.
Yeah, one last push for Grandfather Nurgle, and let's not forget the Fermentors aren't done. The Fermentors are done on Theoria. Like their Empire plans have failed, but it doesn't mean that the Fermentors are broken. They'll go away, scavenge some more battlefields, kidnap a few more Space Marines, and have a few more drinks, and be back to fight another day.
Yeah, it's I mean, we got a lot more planned for our campaigns and whatnot.
Definitely, and I've spent far too much money in the last month to give up the Fermentors now.
Anything you want to say before we end it up?
I should look into how units work a bit more before I actually field them for the first time. Basically, getting guys out of transports. I don't really use transports a lot at all, really. So, need to learn to get people in and out so they're more effective, and try Raptors a few more times before I write them off, because they didn't really get a chance to do anything. Let's go.
Well, again, this has been the Bile and Blood campaign by Allies Index. With me in this campaign is Seb.
Oh yeah.
Check out alliesindex.com for more geeky gaming goodness. I'm Toxic, and like always, have a good one.
Howdy bye.